Hi guys, welcome back to Journey Teachers. Today we have Meghal with us and we are going to discuss about various departments at Christ, particularly the departments which offers BCom and Media Studies. So Meghal, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good as well. As you have been a part of both the departments, you
Yeah.
have 3 years of experience with BCom and almost getting started with the media department.
Yeah.
So, how is your journey so far?
Till now, it has been great. In the start, like when my masters in media started, I was quite like overwhelmed and also excited on how to go about this. But when I saw like how the professors are making comfortable with the course plan or anything as such, and regarding the students in my class as well who come from different backgrounds and different work experience, and even like students from media, so it is a very diverse class, which I think would be very helpful for me as well.
Oh, that's amazing. So, what was our actual decision to shift from BCom to media, and what is the significant difference you feel like till now?
So basically, like when during lockdown, when we had like nothing to do, I started exploring by writing blogs for my own website where I used to like write in more of fashion related, beauty, and even like anything which was of my interest. But I wasn't really sure if I should take up media at that point of time. So I thought that since I come from a commerce background, I should go with BCom and explore myself. So during the 3 years of my course, as a hobby, I found that I was creating like content, or like whenever we used to go out, I used to just like shoot videos or post pictures or anything as such. And then when the final year and all came, during my second year, I also enrolled in a digital marketing course. It was a 6 months course where it taught me a lot. And then after that, when I had to take the final decision what I have to do next, and when I saw that I am going more inclined and this is what is making me happy, so I turned my hobbies into passion and then took the decisions of coming to media. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So by studying BCom, you actually explored a lot regarding the media field, and you thought that content creation can be, your forte, and you went decided to go on with that.
Yeah, definitely, because even though like when I wanted another source of income during my college years, I noticed myself that I was freelancing or doing internships in that field itself. So I was like, if this is something of my interest and if this is what I like, so I think I should definitely take it up as my masters as well.
Okay, all right. So, as per my knowledge, BCom comes under Department of
Commerce,
Commerce,
yeah.
right? So, how is the leniency or the strictness there? Like, you want to comment on that?
So basically, like BCom, it is like a very like strict department, not like strict, but it has rules, regulation, and also the teaching thing. It is very rigid, and I think it would be more of the theory and more of the like less of the practical side, where you have like very basic core subjects as well. And it is something like those subjects also, like example accounting or anything related to finance, even though I didn't used to like it or anything as such. They take every student like so that they are enrolled in every subject, and taking it like the teaching method is also like very core and like more of discipline. As compared to media, it is very flexible and it is very free, and a lot of like creative mind. And also, like since I mentioned earlier that I was doing all those things during my UG as well, so whenever there's a point of discussion, it's like something I already know, or maybe I can add more points to it. As compared to BCom, there were like some subjects where I found it like really tough, not the course, but like few subjects where I
Right.
found it very hard to push myself there. Yeah.
Right. So BCom basically, in this context can be very theoretical as compared to media, which has like a lot
Yeah.
of practical subjects
Yeah.
and talking about the assignment submissions also. So what's your perspective on
So
that?
basically, like as mentioned, that even though they are like group CIAs where you have 7 to 8 members, either it's BCom or media, but I felt like even in the assignments and all, you had to do more of the core and the theoretical side of it, like getting more deeper into it and knowing the basics. Here in media, if you know, if you have some skills and knowledge and the assignments, it is very flexible to do. There are some field where you might not be like knowing it, but it is very like flexible to just like know one two basics and go forward with it.
Right, and even for the faculty, they're very flexible in terms of like assignment submissions and
Yeah.
everything, because a lot of it is submission based. So you
Yeah.
don't have actually, you don't have to sit and write assignments and all of that, but you got to go on the field and get that exposure. Maybe you have to interview somebody
Yeah.
like we are doing it today, or maybe you just have to like talk to some people, or maybe click some photographs. So depending upon the subject, there are a lot of practical submissions on the field where you have to go and test your skills out
Mhm.
there. All right, so talking about the dress code, which is like the most interesting part of any
Yeah.
conversation for any Christ, right?
Mm.
So what do you think about the department and its leniency?
For this, frankly speaking, a BCom department is pretty strict with their dress codes, and even if like no short kurtis, and also there were like a few teachers who would like check you for dupatta as well. So like if you don't have a dupatta, your attendance would be cut. Here, leave the dupatta, short kurtis, formals, and the way you want to dress up, but professionally and nice. It's like there, so that's the best thing I like about it, because it matches with my personality as well. So yeah.
Right, of course. So, and what is your notion about, since anybody who comes from outside Christ, they think that okay, Christ is famous for management and maybe commerce related subjects. But what about the other courses offered? Is it that famous in Christ? So, what's your perception when you compare these two courses?
So basically, like for as we mentioned, for BCom, BBA, and all these courses, it is well known. But what I noticed, like before enrolling, even though I was sure that I have to get into Christ, I reached out to students on LinkedIn as well who graduated from the media department and are doing great in the industry. So that those people like gave me insights on how the course is and how you can make the best of 2 years. And I feel like when I did had few friends from UG doing media as well, so I used to see how creative and how they are making the most out of it. So that I feel the Christ is doing like really great in this media department as well. And personally, it depends on you on how you take your college years and how you want to make the most out of it. So, yeah.
Right. So I think according to some rankings or anything that the department was also displaying and at the university
Yeah.
level as well. So each and every department has its own rank, and media
Yeah.
department is also, I think, one of the five
Yeah.
departments of
Departments.
India or something
Yeah.
here. So it's pretty good and pretty chill, flexible, and it gives you a lot of opportunities to discover
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
All right. So anything related to their academics. So what is the major difference you have seen maybe in the introduction part or course plan or the difficulty of the course? So on those
For
lines,
the BCom thing.
BCom versus media.
Okay, so like there were like when I checked the course plan and all, there were some subjects which even like reading also I was sure that okay, this is gonna be tough and this is something I have to do it. It's just like you have to like prepare for it, you have to take notes and all that thing. And like there I feel the assignments, CIAs, and even the examinations are really important because it is more of theory, so you need to have like key points or like the theory knowledge on what you can write on paper for to score well. Whereas in media, even though there are examinations, I don't think that would be very hectic or a pressure for me, because I feel it is more of application and practical based. Whatever you do outside, whatever knowledge you have outside, you can write it down for the examinations, and it is just like just you're just adding your perspective. So I think that the academics and the course plan, I won't say that it is chill, it is balanced. There are some subjects which is very theoretical, there are some which is very practical, but as I said, it depends on the interest and how seriously you're taking it. Yeah.
Right. It depends upon the personal interest of
Yeah.
you as well. Like
Yeah.
whatever you want to study. So if you want from the BCom background and you want to do that, you
Yeah.
can't be like just put into media just for the department's
Sake of it,
sake, or maybe you want to study from
Yeah.
that particular faculty.
Yeah.
So about the fee structure, since we are comparing the departments, so what do you think? Like which department is more expensive?
So BCom fees was cheaper as compared to media department, but I don't think that is a personal issue, because I think that would be totally worth it with what I am doing in college and also outside campus. So I think that would be a totally worth it. Yeah.
Done. Okay. So, about the extracurriculars, now
Yeah,
that is, what we have to look at when we
yeah,
talk about Christ-like life.
yeah.
So, about the extracurricular, what do you think that is the department, the commerce department, holding more fests and activities, or maybe it is the media department who has its own flagship events?
Mm.
So, who has higher number of events and who is more famous in the university?
So I feel like, as we know, that Christ is very well known for extracurricular activities as well. Department of Commerce is also pushing a lot of fest and committees, and there are many like seniors coming up with their own like clubs and committees. So I feel like, and even with media as well, I don't think I didn't see a major difference in, oh, I think in my BCom these clubs were there, here in media it is not, because there are so many clubs and committees where there are so many roles. Like, just for example, I'll take social media manager. You can take the same thing, do the same thing in your UG, in applying for a committee and working for them, and doing the same thing in the media as well. But it depends on how well with the skills and all. And I feel like, if like you're doing all these as a part of clubs and committees in your media field, that would build up your portfolio, as compared to if like even you are doing in the BCom, you should know that why you're doing it, and not just because for the sake or the status of it in BCom department. While media it is practical, if you don't do it, you don't have those like portfolios or anything, whatever you're doing, I don't think that would make value to your degree as well.
Right, and I also feel like, to some extent or the other, both the batches do have creative people,
Yeah,
but media has, something in which people are ready to explore
yeah,
their creative domains as well. Uh, that's why they have taken this course in this, the
yeah,
field of study, and also for the fact that since NEP has also been,
yeah,
executed,
yeah,
so a lot of combinations are coming into
yeah,
place.
yeah,
So for that sake, people are having mixture of subjects. So
yeah.
what do you think on based on that?
I think for the media department also, the mixture of subjects and all that, it is balanced in such a way that everything is adding to my skill. Like, even if the electives which are there both are of my interest and I would love to do both of them, but at this point of time I need to think which is aligning with my career more, as
Yeah.
compared to there were like some electives in BCom which I knew that this won't I won't end up doing that in the industry, but I had to still do it. So that added as a more of the knowledge perspective, but here it is more of adding of what skills that would add and build up my like skills and knowledge to
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah. Since a lot of you guys also were confused about, what subject to take, whether to study traditional forms of, courses, or maybe opt for newer options in the
yeah,
field of
yeah,
unconventional careers. So I think this video would be helpful to
yeah.
understand what is the department's functioning, and, how the course of studies also carried out. Any comparison you want to make in the career choices which students opt for? So is it like more lucrative, or, which one is higher salaried, all of that?
Actually, yeah, I wanted to say on this, that was a nice question. That whenever you're choosing, like, I know it is very overwhelming, where sometimes we look for the money factor and
Yeah.
sometimes we look for what we like doing. But when I was in BCom and I was doing, I the environment was such that where everyone wanted to be in corporate or they were doing MBA, where even like me, I was also preparing for those CAT papers and MAT, and yeah, but I it was like tough as well. But then through that I understood that this is not something of my field. So I would just suggest that do what you are like doing. It doesn't really depend on the money factor, because even if I feel, even if you pay, you are getting paid less or at an average price, until and unless you are liking it, it all comes down to how happy you are, your mental health, you're not exhausted, so you will feel better and happy this way. Like, just a basic example, if someone tells me to do a BCom CIA as compared to a media, social media management or creative planning, I would love to sit and do the CIN assignment, because that is what I like doing. So same with the career choices as well. I would say do what you want to do. One thing was there, that when I started blogging, I should have took that as an interest, but then I was like, no, maybe I think my thing might change, or maybe like I might get into corporate, get a higher pay or anything as such. But I knew that I wouldn't have been happy there. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very personal decision and it depends upon your interest. So I think you better do a SWOT analysis.
Yeah.
This is the best way to actually, figure out what has to be done and what has to be carried on.
One more thing I would like to add on, if someone who is planning to have a career shift, or like looking for a new field, even if you're a beginner, I would say first of all reach out to your mutual friends who are doing something in that field, especially LinkedIn. It is a great platform where you can network with people, or like someone from those industry. As like even I did, like when I was reaching out for this course and all, I had few seniors whom I reached out on how to get started with this course, and where I saw what their work experience is, and then I got insights that gave me confidence in which career path I am going. So definitely reach out to your seniors and like network. That would really help a lot. So yeah.
That's so true, because actually networking solves
Yeah.
each and every problem. You can get answers to your questions and that works the best.
Yeah.
So that was it from our side, because just we wanted to make a
Yeah.
comparison video of comparing the departments in terms of their opportunities, they and what are the features they help us
Yeah.
explore, what are the the faculty, how's the faculty, what is the dress code, all of those general questions.
Yeah.
And it just don't make your decision based on the department, but just
Yeah.
see what you want to do and study for that course. And even if you want to make combinations, you can just explore those degrees
Actually.
around. So that is really beneficial.
And
I hope, yeah.
one more thing I would like to add on, even if you are in a place right now where you can't switch, or like you are in a place where you're feeling very overwhelmed, I would say start small, start building it up, maybe like once in a day or anything. I'm just giving an example, like if you like content creation but you think that it is very hectic or anything as such, and you are in a course or a field where you don't get time, I would say just start small or something. You never know that those hobbies can actually turn out into your passion and be in the most unexpected way. And like as people say that oh, they have a 5-year plan, 6-year plan, that is very good for people who have a clear mind. But I would say that don't be rigid to it, be flexible, because you never know where the destiny takes you. So yeah, keep exploring.
Yeah, just discover yourself in the journey.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So at the end, so Meghal, would you like to talk about yourself a little bit? You are a content creator, so want to talk about your page and tell Christites what all content do you make.
Yeah, so I started off like creating more of the aesthetic side. It is just my user Instagram handle is Meghal Singh, where you'll see that I've been creating content like for like Christ College vlogs, or like those aesthetic cafes or anything, like basically capturing moments and making it more relatable and shareable. And to this, like when I saw this as a and another point adding on, I when I saw the career shift and the career changes, I started my own called She the Social, which is basically for those who want to change their career to social media marketing basically, and how would they like to get started with it, how to build their portfolio, and how to stand out in the crowd. Because a media and a non-media student right now, both of them are doing it, and you'll see that even someone or the other is getting into the media. You need to stand out. So if you need any help regarding there, you can reach out to me.
Definitely, I'll drop all the related links in the description for you guys to check it out. Thank you so much for coming here, sharing your insights with us, and I hope it'll be very helpful for the
Yeah.
people watching.
Yeah,
Thank you
and
so
thank
much.
you for inviting me to have a conversation on this. Yeah.
Thank you.